In the house, Mr. Pat, what's going on?
What's going on, brother? Hey
Good.
guys, as Dr. G stated, my name is Patrick. For those of you who don't know, and I'm here again and again and again. So to give you guys, to be part of this awesome show and give you guys a, a nice show tonight. Let's just keep it PG.
We gotta get it, keep it PG, my brother. Patrick and G in the house. I podcast it is, guys. The topic for tonight, guys, is child support is a scam, a fraud, or is it necessary for certain people? So before we dive into the topic, so Mr. Pat, how was your weekend? What did you do during the weekend?
It was great, brother. It was great. The weather is really shitty out here in Jersey. It's really shitty. Everybody's getting sick. I'm kind of under the weather, but we're here. We have a shit to give the people. So that's why I'm here. So how about you, bro?
Amen to that. My weekend was good, as you said, man. The weather, I don't like it. I don't like the cold at all. So we ain't getting there, right? So before, as I said before, guys, the topic for today is child support is a scam, fraud, or is it necessary? So we're gonna dive into the topic, but before anything, we have a segment for you called PG-18. So this segment goes by. I will ask my co-host a question. You will ask me a question back, and then you guys gonna ask a question. So, Mr. Pat, it's PG-18, guys. Put your kid to sleep.
Put your kids to sleep. Put your kids to sleep, fellas.
Put your kids to sleep, guys. So Mr. Pat, my question for you. By the way, Freda told me to ask you, what is the freakiest thing you ever heard in your life? Freakiest thing you ever heard.
I've ever heard or
Or
I've
have
never
you
done.
done? Let's keep it professional. You ever heard? You could have done it, but people don't have to know.
Oh man. Dude, I would say like when people saying like, they having sex and stuff like that, like guys and I'm talking about like men and women having sex and when guys are allowing to get, the finger on
And the butt.
that's the freakiest shit ever. It's freaky, it's weird. I don't ever imagine myself in that, scenario, but hey, to
That
each
shit-
his own, man. To each his own.
Is that nasty or freaky?
I think it's both. What about you, brother?
To me, I think that is nasty though. It's
Why?
not
Why,
freaky.
why you think it's nasty?
Cause this the way I grew up, we from the Caribbean. Certain things are nasty to us, even though it's normal for certain people. You get it?
Yep, I
So,
get
so,
it.
so the freakiest thing I heard, as for me, I heard a lady said she took 2 waves, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 waves of her body that she can eat a cat.
Wait, she
That
took
she
two-
can have sex to eat a cat, right? She took out 2 waves that she can go down and eat a cat.
wait,
That's
hold
crazy.
on,
That is
hold on.
Yes, sir.
So what you telling me is she took out 2 ribs
Mm-hmm.
so she can eat herself out?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
That is crazy. When I heard
For
that, I
you
was
people,
like,
what you guys think about that freaking shit? Take 2 ribs out? That's crazy.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
that was crazy. I heard of it. I was like, no way she did that.
Oh man,
But
I've never heard anything like this, but that is something new.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
is crazy. That is crazy. And during the weekend, have you heard anything trending during this week?
Anything trending?
Yeah.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
I know the people are watching right now. If we're not having a lot of people on our live tonight, it's
Mm-hmm.
because they're watching that movie called "Leave the World Behind." Dude, when I tell you, this is a message, bro.
My wife was telling me about that
Dude,
movie.
they
though. I
are
haven't
they
watched
are
it.
telling
What's
us
so good?
something. I think they are telling us something. They're telling us something's going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and get yourself ready. And what the craziest thing
Mm-hmm.
about it is Barack Obama and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm hearing that they're like co-writer of the movie.
No way.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So what do you think they're trying to
You
tell
know,
us?
we don't get sponsored by Netflix, but I'm telling you guys, go watch this on Netflix. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a long movie, to be honest with you guys. You know, it's a 2 hours. But you won't regret watching that movie.
So what's so good about it though? What are
I
they
can't
trying to
I can't
teach us?
spoil it for people that haven't watched it yet. So all I'm saying is they pretty much giving you message about the apocalypse. People think like the apocalypse is the version. It's like the apocalypse in the Bible. You know, the Bible give you a version, but they giving you the reality of our world now and what's going to happen. You know, people think it's gonna be like a crazy war going on and stuff like, which it's part of the movie, but there's crazier things that are happening in the movie. Like I said, I can't spoil it for you, dude. You haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
So when you go ahead and watch it, and you'll see for yourself. Maybe next show we'll talk about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy though. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I will watch it tonight. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Let's go back to the topic, guys. So do they ask us any question about the freaky ass thing? Do we have any question, Mr. Pat?
The freakiest thing.
Yeah.
Any questions for me? You said. Yeah, I said it. I mean, I don't know if it's freaky or crazy. It's the whole finger and the man behind while he's doing it with the woman. It's freaky to me. But like I said, I'm not saying I'm judging. It's to each his own. You know, to me personally, I think that's crazy.
I mean, I don't think
That's like stretching it.
I don't think that's.
You know, how much pleasure do you want, my guy?
But as I said, so maybe the way I grew up, so I don't think this is freaky. I think that's nasty. I mean, nasty, freaky is the same thing for certain people anyway.
Yeah.
So as I said, the freakiest thing for me is when the lady took two of her ribs that she can eat as a cat. So that's crazy.
2 ribs, just she can
can't eat a
do it
cat.
herself. She's like, all right, you're
I
not
don't
doing
do
it.
it.
You're not doing it. I
don't need your help.
I'll
so
do it myself.
I do it myself. So that is crazy. Though.
Yeah, that is crazy for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the comments to see what the people say. So, guys. Woko Mommy. Oh, Woko Mommy is in the house.
Welcome, mom is in the house.
She said,
Welcome,
I'm definitely not watching it then. Obama and Hillary.
Who said that?
Woko Mommy.
No, Wukumami, it's not. I'm saying they're co-writers on the movie. It's not like they're on the movie. They're not on the movie. So you need to go watch that movie. And honestly, Wukumami, you going to love it. And yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. So somebody said, "Les Zonyo." Is it Zonyo? Is the same thing as finger?
So it's a Haitian saying. Les Zonyo. It's like that's what it means.
Nah, that's
Mark Francois. Mark Francois said that.
Le patate.
That's Wukumami saying that. Yo, I didn't know she speak French.
She does. Yeah,
Oh,
she does
that's awesome.
Yeah,
what do you have for the public today, brother?
Yes, sir. The topic for today, my brother, is his child support is a scam, fraud, or is it necessary for certain people? You know, we have some deadbeat out there. So what do you think? Is that a scam? Is it necessary, or is it fraud for certain people? So what do you think? Is child support a scam? Based on the way you see it?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a scam, but people can use it as a scam. Because you have to see the reality of like being a good father and being a bad father. You know, if you're not taking care of your children.
What do you call a good father?
I think a good father it's a man that's present, you know, in the life, especially in the life of the mother of his children, and also because if you're taking care of the mother of your children, you're also taking care of the children, and you know, be present, and regardless if you separate, you know. By, you know, having a great co-parenting, you know, I think that says a lot about a good father. You know, if you're willing to have the co-parenting, you know, sometimes it could be the mother that's stopping that to happen, right? Mm-hmm. But if as a father, you know, you and the mother is not together and you're willing to do the whole co-parenting, you're willing to see your kids, you're willing to taking care of your kids, you know, do all these great things with your kids, and the woman is stopping you, so now it's not really your fault. But at the end of the day,
you call that society, a bad father, though?
I don't call that. I call that a good father that is trying. What? All right. Let's just say it that way. You can portray it as a bad father if the world don't know the backstory,
Okay.
right? But also there are bad fathers out there, men that are not only present on the life of their children nor the mother, you know. And there, you can be married too, and you're a bad father. If you're not setting an example for your kids, and you're not there, and you're not also like putting like great discipline in your household, so I don't think you're a good father.
Okay, according to studies, so it's not about fathers because child support is.
Yeah,
Some
I
mothers
know.
got
So
child
I
support
just
too.
wanted to point that out. So we're talking about child support, right? I think child support is necessary for fathers or mothers, regardless the percentage is so low for a mother to gain child support, right? It's like it's so low that we don't really talk about it. When you hear about child support, you automatically know, you automatically think about like, okay, so this dude is not taking care of his child. You
Okay.
don't really think about so it's necessary for either or parents that are not willing to be present, taking care of their family. So at the end of the day, the state gave the mother or the father the legal right to actually gain a check from that person who's not present in the life of the kids.
So hold up before you go any further. So you pull life, right? So can you force? Because sometimes mothers force some guys to be father in a sense, or
Okay.
I don't know if it's society, vice versa. They do it on the both. So they say if you pull life, right? They say if your woman pregnant, so she's not supposed to have an abortion, right? So don't you think if she didn't want to have the baby, right? And then she end up have the baby, and then she give it to the father, and then she don't want to be a mother. Now the father give the mother child support. Do you think that is necessary, or that's a scam? Because at first because as we seeing nowadays, so it's mostly on the mother side, right? Giving the father the child support, but it's vice versa. According to studies, 20% of people of women has child support, and then to 80% of men have child support.
As
So,
of 2022, around 25% of children in America right now are on child support. Well,
Okay.
are on a household of child support
child
where
support, okay.
one of the parents are not taking care of.
So my question is that is it okay to force somebody to be a father or a mother when they don't want to be one?
I don't think it's okay to force. Yeah, I don't think it's okay to force a mother or a father to be a father. But at the end of the day, we both know there's double standards on that category.
Okay, what
You
do you
know,
mean by that?
because like you said, let's say you with a woman and she said she doesn't want to have it, and then if you're forcing her, so now she gonna say my body, my choice.
Exactly.
You don't have the right to tell me I'm the one who's gonna carry, I'm the one who's gonna risk my life, blah blah blah. And the other way around, she can just be pregnant like, listen, I'm not ready to be a father right now, and she's like, well, that's your problem. That's my same scenario, my body, my choice.
Okay.
I want to have my kid, this and the third. And then you're like, well, I told you I didn't
I
want to
don't want
have it, so now you're not present, and now you're a deadbeat, and you have child support. See, it's not fair. It's not the world is not really on our favor on that part, man.
So based on what you said, so it's okay to give somebody a child support, or it's not a scam at all.
I don't think it's fair to give a man a child support that from the get go he did not want to have a children with you. I understand that it happens because both of you guys were doing it, but that decision should be a mutual decision. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, I don't think us as a man will really have a voice on that part because we don't want that to, backfire on us. You wouldn't want that to backfire on you.
No, I don't want it. So,
Exactly. So if you want it, she said no. Would you force her?
No.
Exactly.
So based on what you just said, is it for it then?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of double standards. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's the same way when we're saying like men and women are not the same, but they don't want to accept the double standards. That I can accept that. I can accept that there's a lot of double standard, a lot of unfair, stuff that are going on in the world, especially between men and women. So what can you do about it?
So based on what you just said, right?
Yeah.
So you think at the end of the day, is that better? Because you said earlier at the beginning, you said so some people can use it as a scam, right?
Right.
So when let's say somebody uses it as a scam, do you think who is it beneficial to? The
What do you,
kid, whomever use it as a scam, or government? I don't know.
I would say nah. I mean, I'll say obviously the government is the first beneficiary of that, But as far as who's benefit, if the woman is really using it as a scam, as of like she can really taking care, but she just want that man, or let's say like. Let's say like
it's vice versa.
I'm
You
present.
got balance it.
I want to be on my children's life. I'm present. I don't mind spending money. Like if you have anything money issues, just let me know. I will just pay it or whatsoever. And if you feel like I have to give you a certain amount, we can come to a adult agreement. Hey, this is how much I can give you right now, every month or whatsoever, just to support you based on what you're making and this and the third.
Okay.
I think there's an adult decision that can be made. We don't have to put the state on it. So now when you put the state on my business, so it's just not good for me nor for you. You might think you're really getting something you're not. And at the end of the day, the common denominator is the kid is really gonna get hurt. The children are hurting the most because that's just how it is. Because she's not really taking your money. He's not really taking your or her money to just taking care of the kids. It's for her own good.
Okay, so now you're talking about for those who want to be a father, they try their best, but for some reason, so things cannot work out. But and about for those mothers and fathers who just choose not to be a part of in their kids' life. So do you think they deserve a child support, or let them be and then take care of your kid, and then let's say as for you and you get a woman pregnant, right?
Yeah.
She kept the baby. She keeps the baby, and then at the end of the day, she hand it to you, and then she don't want to be a part of that baby lives anymore. So, will you will you agree that she deserves child support, or you gonna take care of your baby by yourself, so she don't want to be?
Me personally, I was just taking care of my kid. You know what I mean?
In general, what do you think?
Yeah, I was just saying, I will just be a father, dude. Like I'm happy that you just said that, because think about it. Like I know a lot of people gonna get hurt, especially the women. Like study shows that kids that are really was raised by their father, man or woman, actually have better off in life as of like to be successful in life, or low chances to be to incarcerate, low chances to addicted to drugs, low chances to drop out high school or college when they were raised by their father.
Dad?
Yeah.
But that's rare, though. Do you think most
Yeah,
of the
it's
time
rare, exactly. But the percentage of that, it's higher than like, mostly, single families. You see the mother with the children only, right? And it's like a lot of times those children are, they have trauma a lot. They ended up, addicted to drugs, or doing bad things, getting arrested, and all these things, and yeah.
So do you agree with that studies? Because there's not a study. No, there's.
I think with
no,
a father in the house,
wait.
there's more like structure. Like mother, or they're so nurturing. A lot of times, I'm not saying all mothers, a lot of times they just let their kids do what they want in a way. I'm not saying they always do, but a lot of time they mostly want to nurture and taking care of their kids, but not giving them like tough love, like tough discipline.
Because
with a father in the house, there's gonna be tough discipline, especially if you're a great father. So
as you said, there's another study that says that men doesn't know how to nurture like the women do, right?
Right.
So there's a study that says that most kids who grew up with the only father, they end up grew up with a lot of traumas.
With just their father?
Yeah.
Really?
Because there's certain loves they don't receive. Fathers only give tough love. So
yeah,
as a mother, she knows how to nurture, stuff like that. So you said you agree with that. The other story that says most kids who grow up without a father end up like with in jail, or on the street, or on the pole, whatever. So will you agree with the both studies, or only the one that you said you agree with, the father part? Because me, I'm all about union though.
All right,
The,
so
the way,
I can
the more
only
you can work it out to have a father and a mother in the house, that's the
yeah.
best way to me. That's my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean the best way is to have both parents in the house. That's the best way, but sometimes it just don't work that way.
Okay.
Either the father's ego or the mother's ego, just get on control and they decide to say like, you know what? It's my life, which I understand a lot of times. It's my life. The kids are gonna leave at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the kids live, it's me and you that's gonna stay in the house. But like if mentally you messing me up, or mentally I'm messing you up, or physically, emotionally, all these things are not stable. So sometimes it's best to just go a separate way. But let's just be a great adult who actually knows how to co-parent our kids and still show them love, still show that me and your father or me and your mother are not together, but we're in good term. We can talk, we can laugh, we can celebrate your birthday with you. Other that we're not sleeping in the same bed, but we can raise you together regardless if we separate. So if people can stop being childish and stop letting their ego control, them, or their emotions control them, this can be a good outcome as far as separate and still raise their kids properly.
So child support is not necessary at the end of the day.
It's not necessary.
Okay.
I think it's not necessary, but it's not necessary, but it's necessary. It's not necessary. No, I'm not. This is what I mean by that. It's not necessary because if two people can actually have a great conversation and understand how to raise their kids, they don't need the state to be in their business.
Okay.
They can do it by themselves. So now, if there's childishness and ego and drive by their emotions and so like, oh, no, I'm not, I don't want to see her, da da da, or I don't want to see him, and that's the consequence of it. Child support is necessary because if the mother or the father has low income, somebody gonna get child support. Somebody gonna get child support because we're not together, and my income cannot fulfilling right now with myself and my kids. So I don't want to talk to you, or I don't want to really be in a good term with you. So I'm gonna give you child support because you don't want the kids to suffer. The kid's gonna suffer at the end of the day.
That's what I was about to say.
But like suffer as of like can't even eat properly. So that's worse.
That's when they deserve it.
Yeah, that's when they deserve it. Yeah.
Even then, as for me, I don't think it's, to be honest with you, because there's a bigger judge. As for me, your conscience is the bigger judge. So you can people can talk about you, but when you sit down and then you're thinking about, your conscience is the bigger judge to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you can't be aware of certain things, and then you need somebody to force you to pay for your kid.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with you.
But at the end of the day, you see a lot of female using that as a weapon, to just
that's where I'm going with it.
Get money out of.
That's where I'm going with it. So it's not necessary.
We're not just gonna bypass that. Like a lot of female are not doing it. Like they are doing it.
That's where I'm going with it, though.
They want to get pregnant by
a guy that they
by
can.
certain guy in certain level in life, just because they know. I know this dude is not gonna stay with me. I just want him to knock me out, so I can get that free paycheck for like 18 years.
Yeah,
look at a lot of celebrities, dude. Like
which is sad though.
Yeah,
because when you do it like that, you don't think about yourself.
No,
you just
selfish. And then
exactly.
They claim that, oh yeah, I love my children. Really? Really, Ninja?
That's a sensitive topic,
you
by
know
the
what
way.
I'm saying? Like, you really not. Because, this guy is a whole celebrity, or he's like, he's on certain high rank in life. You manage to get knocked out. And then he's not going to stay with you, or vice versa. And the only benefit of that, not only you get a children, which I'm not saying you're not loving your children, but the main reason is to get that check.
Do people actually do that? Though? I can't imagine people actually doing that. For
sure. Look at this. The story of what's his name? He played on that movie Fast and Furious. Terrace. I don't know. I forgot his name.
Oh, I don't, the black dude, Tyrese, whatever.
Tyrese. Yeah. Dude, like if you hear about his story, man, that's hurt to hear, man. Yeah,
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's not like a lot of times. It's not like they're not making money. They are, but
They just wanna do it to furnish
they
the
want yours too. It's not like the guy will not be present on his children's life, but she wanted more. Like, why do you want 30K a month just to take care of freaking like 2-3-year-old? Like, get out of here, man.
But let me
30K a month.
That's possible. You don't know their lifestyle, so it's possible. But
Dude,
my thing is that
come on.
my thing is that for me, I don't think it's necessary at all, man. Yo, that's not only his kids or her kid. If you choose to have the kid, I'm pro-life, by the way. So if you're pregnant, you should keep your baby. You should have.
Okay, you said you're pro-life. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're married whatsoever. Let's say that happened, and
Okay.
then your woman said like, "Hey, I don't think I'm ready for this."
Okay.
Would you force her?
I don't force it, but I will not ask her to do whatever she wants. I will say, hey, if you want to keep it, that's your body, as you said, your body, your choice. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I play a big part of it. So if we can't have it, why not? Because my thing is, like, there's a lot of people paying a lot of money to have kids.
But
They can't
exactly.
So,
So that's
pro-life.
what I'm saying.
If we
that's
end up
what, like,
having it, so let's keep it.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like, if you want it, and
Mm-hmm.
then she said like, I don't think it's the right time for me. I don't want to have it right now. Maybe later, but not right now. What would you do?
I
Would
will
you-
try to convince her to have it.
But what about you still not? It's still not. You still not succeed with you trying.
It's
to
not my
convince-
fault. I tried my best.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's
You
not
can
in our
always
hand.
try your best.
It's not in our hand.
But listen, sometimes the
It's
guy,
not our hand.
sometimes we really don't try our best.
Yeah.
When I mean try your best,
But like, you
don't
can't-
just and then
But
use
like,
it.
it will like. Let's say you force that person, like she really love you deeply, because you force her. She's like, okay, it's your life will probably be miserable. Like in a whole, you doing a good thing because you pro life, but now she's gonna hold every bull crap that she's gonna end up going through, and she's gonna say like, here's it's in your hands right now.
That's the
'cause
thing.
I told you.
That's the thing. If you pro life, you have to think about all the consequences. If you don't want to,
But it's not on you to think of that. It's not your. It's not your
it's
choice.
Also, no, it's also
I know
my
it's-
choice.
okay,
It's
it's your
both of
seed.
us. No,
It's your
listen.
seed, though.
Exactly.
It's
Pull
your
out.
seed.
Listen. If
But
you,
like
if you,
accident happen, G. Come on.
things happen.
now.
That's what I'm saying. If things happen, so I will try to convince her to have the baby.
Right.
But if you know you're not ready to have a kid, you can pull out.
Bruh.
Pull out. I know it feels good and it feels good. You know what I'm
Do you
pull
know
out.
how many pull out babies that are right here? What's going on? You
Well,
you don't even know if you're not a pull out baby right
But
now.
it's always better to try your best to prevent it
Yeah,
from
of
happening.
course.
So some guys don't prevent it. Don't try anything. They just okay. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
some guys,
It
like,
is what it is.
some guys just
So
do it.
It's
what
not.
it is.
It's, nah, that's not the way it's supposed to be.
There's other things that you can prevent that. Like we all know that either
Okay,
birth
things you cannot
control
prevent, you can't do anything
or
about
Plan
it.
B, or like you use condom and stuff like that. There's these preventions, but like, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you with your wife for like so many years, right? And then she's like, okay, right now I don't want to have kids, and I don't want to be on birth control. I don't want to this and the third. I don't want to use condom, blah blah blah. So what would you do?
What would I do?
You,
I don't want-
You
I
have
don't-
the only choice to pull out.
And it not about if I want the kid or
Nah, that's what
both
I'm
of us
saying.
not on the term to have a
Yeah,
kid.
both of us is on a term not to have it.
We're gonna try our best. When we're having sex, there's precautions to take.
And then bam, the accident happened.
We're gonna have it. We're gonna have the baby.
But if she said no, what about if she says no?
As I told you, I will try my best to convince her.
But
'Cause
if she says no, G,
if she says no, I'm gonna let her with a choice.
Okay,
but I try
then.
my best.
but
It's
you
not
try
gonna
your
be on
best.
me.
That's all you can go by.
There you go.
We
'Cause
try our best.
Listen, try your best don't mean that you're not. Listen, P. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, some people say I try my best. They didn't try their best for real. There's a lot of things you can show her to change the perspective, which is I podcast change your perspective and window to new perspective. There's a lot of things you can change people's perspectives, but sometimes the way you see things, I don't see it like that. Vice versa, right? So when you paint the picture in front of them, you say, listen, you probably gonna have the next Obama or the next Trump.
You don't even know.
Now you choose to
Or
abort that baby.
You probably gonna have the next criminal.
Never know. You never know, but
You
you
never
always
know.
have to be
Optimum, right?
optimist, right? So you paint the picture in front of her. After all, we try our best not to have the kids, but it happens for a reason, right? I always think things happen for a reason.
Things
so,
happen for a reason.
So if it happens for a reason, so let's try our best to keep it. At the end of the day, if you have it, you can handle it. As they say in the Bible. So if God never gives you something that you cannot handle, right? If God gave it to you, so you're gonna be able to handle it. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But like I said to you, I don't think it's in your hand nor any man's hand really, because you can't really force it. If
No,
you
you're
do,
not gonna force it.
if you do, there's gonna be consequences.
You're not gonna force it. You can convince the woman.
Dude,
Try to
sometimes
convince the woman.
yeah, you can try, but
Yeah.
sometimes if the person already made her mind, especially the woman, because she's the vessel, she's the one who's gonna carry that seed. If she's telling you she doesn't want to, there's nothing you can really do, bro.
People not gonna tell you they don't want no kids for. There's gonna be a reason, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're
So we're
tell
gonna
you
talk
that-
about the reason.
And then what about if the reason is not really something that concern you? But at the end of the day, I understand that. I understand where you're coming from as a flower. Okay, that's your wife, this and that. But
If
G, I'm
it's,
telling you this
my
right
wife, any reason about kids, that's
Yeah.
concern me too. So it's concerned the both of us.
now, it concern you.
Yeah.
But if she says no, G, I mean,
As I told you,
I'll be glad to see how you can convince her.
she should have known. If she should have known that too.
I mean, she should have. Don't put it on her. What are you doing?
You just say
She
like,
should have known.
listen, P, you said
She should have known. Dude,
let me
put
say
that
something.
seed on. You put that seed on.
She
Or
don't-
even on purpose or by accident, because it happened by accident a lot.
Okay.
You put it. Don't say like she should. You trying to make it on her? Like okay, it's on
I'm
her.
not trying to make it on RP. You just said that.
What do you mean?
She don't want no baby.
Yeah, she
Right?
don't want it.
You want the baby. At the end of the day, she has the power. Because if she says no, we can't get nothing. Is that true? Isn't that true? She has the power to hold it though. And then most of the time they know when you're about to explode, right? You know what I mean?
Gee, stop doing that. Why you trying to put it on her,
I'm not-
bro? Get out of here,
You
bro.
did earlier.
Oh, most of the time they know what you about to.
You
explode.
know too.
Don't put it on a woman, bro.
P, you just did that. You said, "Oh, she choose not to have a baby." You put it on her before. I'm trying to.
Because hear me out.
I'm using your analogy against you.
No,
P.
no. Hear me out.
Yes.
It's already happening. Let's say like, okay, bam, she's pregnant whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not what she was expecting. She didn't know this would happen, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't even know either because it was a pull out that you did not really control. Sometimes we think we control a pull out, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes we really don't. You know, and then we both surprised, but you as a father say like, hey, I think I'm good. I think I wouldn't be mad if I have a child, or if I have a second child, if I have a third child. And she's like, no, we're not doing this right now because it's such and such and such. Things that also concern us, and also mostly things that concern her.
Okay.
If she feel like right now she doesn't want to carry it right now as of like her body or like her mentally or whatever.
Why?
You can tell, dude, listen. You can
Why?
tell, listen, this is that. I think we should do it, blah, blah, blah. Dude, what other words would you tell her? Why should you have it now? What are the reasons?
We don't know.
Let's just say hypothetically speaking, what are the reasons, G?
Give me a reason why she don't want.
No,
the baby.
I'm asking you the question.
No, before I answer your question, I need a reason to answer your question. You said there's a reason why she don't want to have the baby, right?
Yeah.
Give me a reason why she don't have the. She don't have.
If she feel like, okay, let's just say like she feel like, okay, right now, mentally, I don't think this is what I want to do.
Okay. We're gonna say psychology.
Bruh.
We're gonna say psychologist, or what's wrong with you mentally? What's wrong with you? What's going on? If there's a way, because whenever you don't feel good,
I'm not done,
that
sir.
affects me.
I'm not done, sir.
Okay, yeah.
She's like mentally or physically, she's not on her right stage, or health wise, she felt like this is a warning for her health, and she doesn't feel like it's the right time.
Okay.
Mind you, I am pro-life. I'm giving these quote-unquote excuses to you just to let you know if her mind's already made up, there's nothing you really can do, really, bro.
No.
If you force her, you probably going to see that consequences. Just let her deal that with her conscience. That's how I see it. If I tell you no, and then if I tell you yes, I mean I don't mind this, and you said no, that's you and your conscience, bro. It's not on me.
What do you mean we together in it?
Dude, no.
We together in it, man.
Regardless if you together in it, but if you, how many times you gave your wife an advice and you tell her, babe, I think this is what we should do, and she do the exact.
That's not about kids. When it comes to kids, that's the both of us.
Wait, she does the exact opposite of what you just
Well, she got
what you guys just spoke about.
Yeah, listen, that's a big decision right there, my brother. At the end of the day, we're not kids, so there's certain things, light things. So she probably give her advice. She does whatever she wanna do. But when it comes to kids, man, that's the both of us right there. If there's any problems, that's concerns the both of us. So if you weak mentally, we're gonna say psychology. So if you weak physically, we're gonna eat better. If you're not feeling your body, that's we're going to the gym. There's always a way out.
Dude, give me a break here. Talk about like if we gonna see a psychologist, we gonna eat better. Don't you know decisions like that? You don't make it for people. Okay, you can tell your wife or you can tell your husband or your partner, hey, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
If mentally they are not checked to do it, you're just wasting your time.
Listen, you said men. Okay.
And you wasting your time. They can just say like, okay, yeah, we can do it, blah blah blah. But mentally, they not. It's not an individual decision. It's a decision that you force upon them. The only way it will work if they willing to get the help and you participate on that help. If they willingly want the help and you as their partner wanna showcase and support that willingness.
I agree. The fact that you said
that's the only way it will happen. But if you think you can just like talk them out of it, they can hear you out. But you wasting your time, bro. Trust me.
Listen, before she didn't do it by herself, right? She didn't have sex by herself. She didn't get pregnant by herself. Is that true?
What happened?
She didn't get pregnant by herself, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Exactly. It was the two of you guys. I went to the bed and do whatever you guys had to do, and then bam, she got pregnant, right? It was not only her though. He was the both of us.
Right.
So when it comes like that, and then she gonna decide only by herself, no. We're gonna talk about it.
Well, G, good luck.
You good luck to my brother. So what
I will tell you my point. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to do and what we should do. And now you like, oh no. All right then.
There's a reason why she's gonna say no. She's not gonna say no.
What are the and if I tell you, okay, if this is the reason, don't worry about it. If this is not that reason, don't worry about it. You like, no, those are not the reasons. I just don't want to.
P, let me say something. I mean, how many times when you said if she already made up her mind? How many times when we want a woman, right? She made up. Sometimes they made up their mind. They say, no, I don't want you, dude. I really don't want you. So don't we persist because we want it, right?
All right.
The same thing as sex, right? When we want something, she probably not in the mood to do it. Right?
Gee, how many times you tell?
Let me talk. Let me finish. How many times she's not in the mood and then you put her in the mood, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Exactly. It's the same thing for the kids. So it's the both of us. Because the both of us has a big decision. Let's talk about it. If you need help, so let's get some help together.
Bad.
Things can happen. So I'm pro-life, as I said. If he happens for a reason. We're probably gonna have the next Obama. We're probably gonna have the next Donald Trump.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I'm not telling you like to just like don't fight for it. I do tell you have to fight for it as a man. But at the end of the day, if her man's already made up, I'm not going to force you on a decision like this where your life also can be in danger.
Dude,
so if you decided not to proceed, let me finish, please. If you decided not to proceed, after I give you all the reason that could probably make you not to proceed are actually secure, this is nothing for you to worry about, and you still decided to do it, that's on you and your conscience, bro. I'm not going to force you to make that decision that's gonna either threat your life and the baby and the potential kid life just because I want to have it. You have
it's not gonna be like that.
Nah, bro.
I said try to convince her, change her perspective.
Convince her in what way?
She said no for a reason. You gonna find out. Listen. All she said no for a reason. So the reason why she said no, maybe she's really feeling that she probably don't want to have a baby. That's the way she's feeling right now. But after you talk to her, then we get some help. Things probably change. It's not like you're gonna force her to do it. You're gonna talk about it. If she needs some help, we're gonna get some help. Simple as that. It's the same thing as we said. Okay, no disrespect to the ladies. They say most of the time women don't really know what they want. Is that true? Yeah. Yes or no? Exactly. It's the same. When it comes to that, it's the same thing. She probably going through something. She think the baby gonna give a problem. She said, I don't want to have a baby. But that's not really a mindset. It's the same thing when you take a woman to a restaurant. Sometimes they made up their mind. They say, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. You force her, I don't want nothing. When you buy your things, and she said, can I get some? It's the same thing. It's in the woman nature. Sometimes they take that problem, make it the other problem. You feel me? It's your job to convince her, to talk to her. If you can get some help, let's get it. If you can help her only by yourself, get some other help. Simple as that. Let's go to the comments.
Yeah, let's go to the comment.
All right, let's go to the comments. Oh, je parle français. Now back to the topic. Oh, okay. Agree, Pat. I don't know what Mark's. Oh. Woko Mommy said, if your child is forced up on someone, that's wrong. What do you think about that?
Well, what happened?
If your child is forced up, if let's say, if they force you to be a father,
if they force me to be a father,
that's wrong. Anybody, not especially you.
I think the way the society structure, I don't think, yes, you can force a guy if he really think like he's not ready, but at the end of the day, he's gonna have to man up and taking care of his children. So I don't think for a guy really you forcing the guy to be a present father and be a good father too. He's willingly don't want to, because once the child is born, your whole narrative, your whole perspective will change, because that's your seed. But as far as women, like, I think you can really force her towards that, and it's not gonna be good neither for her or for the baby, because babies starting getting the feelings, the vibes, the moment they in the body. See, if mentally or physically the person is not really happy of preparing that blessing, that blessing sometimes can turn into a curse. I'm telling you.
I agree. I think that's wrong too. Don't force nobody to be.
Yeah, you can't force people to just like
be a dad or mother.
Be a dad or mother. You can't force them into that world.
I agree. I'm a single mother, and this is a very sensitive topic. Yeah, it's a very sensitive topic.
Who said that?
Welcome, mommy. And those who choose not to be a part of the child's life, not necessarily in a monetary way, and present emotional way, not those are the deadbeats. So you get it, Pete? Did you get it?
She said those who chose not to be part of their child's life, not necessarily
for money.
For money.
In a present emotional way.
In a present emotional way. Those are the deadbeat. Yeah, I kind of agree for a certain extent.
But at the same
sometimes
time,
they push away from they've been pushed away from their children's life.
But on the previous comments, she also stated that forcing. What did she say? She said, if a child force up on someone, that's wrong. So they probably didn't want to be a father. So if you force it on one, if you force it on that father, that'd be too. That's wrong, right?
Yeah.
Michelle says, I agree with G on that sturdy life. Okay.
Sturdy, which part?
When you says, I believe that when you said that sturdy shows that kids that grow up with the father end up like better than when they grow up with their mother. Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
Juan Carlos says the child support is a necessary evil.
It's a necessary evil, yeah, for sure.
I agree with that.
I think it's uncalled for a lot of times, A lot of times it's uncalled for.
Yeah, it is. It is evil though.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Mike Menendez says this is a worth topic, and it's tough. I know. It is tough. It is a tough topic. Michelle says, yes, G, man. I can't, son. G100.
So,
I can't, son. What's going on, my can't, son? Slatan. Razy says, laugh. It's like Pete not happy or satisfied with G's answers.
No, because G's trying to kind of like
Razy.
force this into thinking like he can really talk this into out of a woman who don't want to do it. Like,
dude, we promote communication, right?
I mean, listen, bro. I'm
People
not
want
saying
to.
like you can never try, and I never said you can never try. And I told you like if you try and her mind's already made up, you can't just force her into that. And then you talk about what about if you make her go see a therapist? What about if you say like physically she's not there? You're like, oh, you help her that way. But if she willingly, if she herself wants to go see that therapy, then fine. If she herself wants to work on her physical appearance or whatever things that's wrong, then that's fine.
That's
but
the
you
thing.
can't force her into it.
That's the thing. Sometimes people don't have the courage to do the good things for them. So if you can help, so why not?
Did you hear what I said?
I just
G?
said you say if she chooses to go to that
yes,
therapy,
you can
yes.
help if she willingly
Come
wants
on,
your
B.
help.
After you propose it to her, obviously she gonna is it that she agree or not? You
That's
have to
what I'm
propose it.
saying.
You say if she chooses.
I never said you can't propose, G. You gotta propose it to the person. But if the person willingly don't wanna get to that stage,
Why you have to?
you wasting
What
your
do you have
time,
to
bro.
be negative? Why do you have to think that she's not gonna?
Dude,
She said
listen, we are trainers, right? We also shout out Laser Fitness in the
And
building.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you guys on our fitness journey, by the way, we there for
Link
you. We're
up,
gonna
link
help
up.
you through. So we also train people, right?
Yes.
We both know there is nothing we can do if the person don't have dedication and more importantly, consistency.
Okay.
You know, with dedication, you're gonna start. Without consistency, you will never finish.
But they pay you. Right?
So I get it. They paying us. We have a job to do.
Exactly.
But if they don't have these two, mannerism or behavior, we gonna do a job regardless. But trust me, they're just gonna keep paying. They're not gonna get where where they really want to go.
That's
Our
it.
job is to keep pushing them. We're gonna keep pushing them. We're gonna keep pushing them mentally and physically. But once they get home, and we also tell them how to eat, if they're not following what we're telling them, we're just wasting our time. And we've seen trainees like this. So
I'm
by
glad-
you sitting there talk about you can force someone
I'm
into
glad.
something.
Let's-
You cannot force someone into a stage of life.
Let's-
If they willingly want to get there and they want your help, that's how you help.
Let's use your analogy.
That's
right?
how you help.
On the same way you're going, right? To emphasize to what you just said, there's a trainee, you know that trainee. She drives 30 minutes to come to the gym, 30 minutes to go to her house, right? At first, she didn't show no dedication. She didn't want to do it, but she's paying us, right? But until I told her that, listen, you use 1 hour of your life, right,
Okay.
to come and forth, back and forth. You paying us, I don't want to say the price, more than $300 a month, right? So, do you want to come here not to put in the work, or you just want to pay and then drive back and forth, waste 1 hour of your life every day? When I said that, she looked at me. Since then, she keeps coming to the gym. She's complaining. She said, that's too tough, but she does it. But before, she was like, I'm tired, G. I'm tired. I want to go home.
Okay.
You get me? It's always good to change people's perspective. Maybe the way they're seeing it, the way you see it, they don't see it like that until you tell them. It's the same thing for the pregnant woman, your girl, right?
Okay.
Yeah, always good to change perspective. That's the motto of the show, right? It went to new perspective. The same thing for us. The way we're talking right now, the way we saying things, people probably don't see it
A
like
window
that.
to a
until-
new perspective for someone who see the vision. Let me tell you,
You
something.
see, you stay on the
cannot
negative
force
board, which is
somebody
not good.
To see, you cannot force somebody to see your vision. Your vision is somebody that really sees.
It's not my vision, that's the
like
vision,
me and
Pete.
you sitting there is because we see each other's vision and we can relate and we can
You-
see where we're gonna go, right?
Okay.
So you cannot bring an outsider here and expect them to see the vision.
Until you explain it to them.
You can explain them to them 1,000 times, but if they don't see it, you're wasting your time. Thank you.
But no, that's not true. That's not true. So that's always good. It's always good to help people out. So
That's it.
it's always good to try. So
I never said you're not supposed to
okay,
try.
the way you say
Clearly
it,
you're
like
not
you
listening,
just drop
Dr.
it.
G.
You just drop it. You say,
Clearly
if they
you're
don't want
not
to do
listening.
it, I can't do nothing. There's always another way, Pete.
Okay,
There's
G.
always another way.
Hey, I agree with you. We can agree
Yeah.
to disagree, brother.
Yeah, but let's continue with the topic. Razy also stated that true, but as a husband or wife, you try to help. That our job as important. Exactly, Razy. That's our job. I think it's easier said than done. Michelle said that. Michelle, explain yourself. I'm not really. You know what she means by that?
You said, "Do I know?" What she
No, because maybe you. That's what I'm saying. Perspective is everything.
I actually lost the comment.
She
Where
says
is that?
easier said than done. So it's easier to say, but when it comes to do
Yeah,
it,
I
so
think
that's
it's
totally
easier to
different.
say than done. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know in which part.
Okay.
I hope she's saying that towards what Rezi says, true. But as a husband or wife, you try to help.
But by the way, guys, the number is 732-532-8478. If you wanna call, you can give us a call at 732-532-8478, guys. Call I podcast. Your opinion is really matters because probably the way we see things is that's not the way you see it. So give us a call. Okay. Let's continue, Mr. Pat.
So Wuku saying all I'm gonna say, children are never a mistake, always a blessing, even if unplanned.
Yes,
I
amen.
can agree to that,
Amen.
hundred
Amen.
percent.
That's where I stand.
Yeah, that's where I stand too. But clearly, you don't want to get where I'm coming from. But okay.
See, I see where you're coming from.
Clo-
You know what I see where I'm coming from. Clauselin,
Clauselin say like next Donald Trump. Shoot.
you never know. I didn't show me
Well,
very
you
powerful.
never know.
Clauselin.
Next year, we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see what happens. Oh, Wuku said, "I'll vote for it."
No comments.
No comments. Mark said, "Is there a right time to have a baby? Perhaps the person doesn't want a children at all." Well,
That's a good question.
yeah, that's
What he says, there's a right time to
That's
have a
true.
baby. Perhaps the person
Rezi
doesn't.
said, "P, what if you want a baby? What would you do if you really wanted to have, if you wanted her to have it?" I'll talk her into it. Depending on where I would
And that's why
say
she made up her mind
she make up her mind on
not
what
to have the baby.
not to have it.
Yeah.
I'll fight the best way I can to say like, hey, if you worry about
But
this,
she made up her mind.
make up her mind.
She already made up her mind.
Dude, like I just said, there's nothing I can do. If she make up her mind, then all right. I guess next time,
All right, then let's continue.
dude.
Yeah, let's
You can't fight someone into that, bro. You cannot. Especially in today's and age, you cannot force a woman into
Forcing
that.
is never good, P.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're always good to
It's always good to try to do the right thing.
There you go.
But you can't force someone to
Forcing
do the right
is
thing.
never good, but trying multiple times is always good.
Yeah.
The first time probably didn't get it, but the second time or third they will.
Wuku said, can't go against God's plan, period.
Indeed.
Okay, Wuku Mami, I have a question for you.
Indeed.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead. Hey, good, Okumama.
Would you agree? Well, I think God is super interesting. So I'm not God. If you up there, I am not judging your plan or your willingness upon us on
God
earth.
is here right now.
But God also gave us the knowledge to see things and acknowledge and also analyze. So by God giving me that power, so due to my viewpoint, why would God let a criminal born like Jeffrey, this guy, I forgot his name, who was eating people? So I'm pretty sure God knows the moment this guy is born, he's gonna start eating people.
I mean, I can't.
So you think this was really a blessing from God after that kid was born? Because the devil also can bless people. Wokumami, if you want to get into
the Bible. You basically answer Okumami.
Yeah, the Bible, the devil also can put his fruit out there to rise on earth. Remember, earth is really dominated by evil. God gave you the ultimate choice to pick evil or him. But when you're on earth, you constantly gonna be tormented by evil. And that's because why you have the choice to, do you wanna pick that choice or pick me?
So,
and yet again, I'm not gonna get too deep into that.
So what was the question? What was the question?
The question she kept saying is God's plan. Like,
yeah.
okay. There's a lot of criminals born, a lot of people that do evil things on
So
earth.
you think it's not God's plan, right?
It's God's plan. So now let's ask God the question: why?
He's beyond you. He can't understand. Cause
Well, let's just stay that way. It's God's plan. Then.
It's God's plan. Yeah, that's what she said there.
It's God's plan.
Continue. Can't get okay. Michelle said G is speaking today. Michelle, I never spoke. That's okay, Michelle. I mean, I never spoke before. Mark Francois is right. Reggie said, Mark, Reggie says you're right. I don't know about what. Maybe the reason why she said no, he's not good enough. I see where G is coming from. Mark Francois. Guys, you guys can give us a call.
Wukumami wants an advice. So give Wukumami the phone number.
What is the advice? The number is 732-532-8478. You can give us a call, guys. Give your opinion. And Closeline also goes in to say that, G, you cannot compare women being indecisive about their next meal to women knowing whether they want to have another kid. That's different. How is it different, Closeline? I would like to know. How is it different? Please give us a call. I would like to know.
She said,
because a decision is a decision.
You cannot, you can't compare women being indecisive about
the
next meal to women knowing whether they want to have another kid. That's different. Yeah.
How is it different? Do we agree with her or no?
I mean, I don't think you can force that. Like I said, yet again, I'm gonna fight, but you can't force that. And I asked you the same question you asked me. If your wife said no, it's a no, and you like yeah. You like it's a no. What are you gonna do?
Listen, P. You said the moment she says no, and then you said, okay, baby, I'm not forcing it. That's what you're trying to tell me. Yo, this is a big decision. I agree. I kind of agree with closing on that in a way. That's a big decision. So that's not only her. That's the both of us, and that's gonna be our kids. So you're gonna tell me no, and then that's it? No, man. Nah. Welcome home and say, oh man, Mr. Pat, this is a whole another topic which we'll take up hour and days to cover about the God's plan. That I believe that's what she said. Mark Menon, she said, where there's a God, there's a devil.
Facts.
That's another topic. That's another interesting topic.
Facts.
I'm gonna have to get invited to the show for this one. You're always welcome.
Always welcome.
Just saying. Criminal was not born as a criminal. Where is it said that? What do you have to say about?
I can agree to that. It's their environment that turned them into who they are. But like I said, God see the past and the future.
God knew exactly who he was.
God knew exactly what that kid's going to be.
But you also said earlier, remember, God gives you the will to do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. But I'm saying, if God wants to take you out of evil, which he's doing, he's been doing it, he's still doing it. Mm-hmm. But there's certain people that just ended up being that because that's their destiny. That's their call.
Okay. Agree, crazy. All right, guys, that was a great topic. So maybe it looks like people don't want to call.
People don't want to call today.
People don't want to call. Yes, sir. Guys, the topic was that is child support is a scam, fraud, unnecessary.
Yeah, so, we jump into a whole different topic. We left the topic behind, but you guys will understand.
It's okay. It wasn't still in the topic though, but we go in and out. But it was really interesting though. I learned from a lot of people. We have another comment. From the moment we become conscious
from the moment we become conscious as human beings, temptations comes to play, and that how good human beings or not so good human beings take form. I agree. That's pretty much what I said. Like, the world is an evil world. The moment you're born, you're in an evil world, and that's why we have the two choices: either you pick the evil or the good. That's just how it is.
Okay. I agree, sir. I agree. Anybody would like to call to give your opinion?
Yeah.
Looks like they don't want to call.
I don't think people want to call. So how are we gonna close this tonight, sir?
We're gonna close this show tonight. It's another PG. As a matter of fact, the PG-18. Now we're gonna ask the audience to ask a question about. We have another comment. You wanna go over that for it, P?
You saying women can't even decide on what food they want to eat, let alone knowing if they want to have a kid. Like you said, it's a big decision to not take lightly. I don't have any children. Okay.
It is a big
And
decision.
Wokumami say, Amen.
Yes.
Wokumami, in which side are you in tonight? You know, I want to know which side Wokumami is tonight, you know? But yeah, but I know the emotional and physical toll it can have on them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which is true though. What's the next topic? Razy, give us a topic or whatever.
Yeah, you guys, you know what? Tonight, let's just give the audience a
choice to
chance
give us a topic for
to
next
pick
Sunday.
the topic
That's
for next
interesting.
Sunday.
That's interesting. Good.
All right, guys, we're gonna stay live for about a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So you
In
guys
the
give us
meantime,
the next topic.
our next PJ-18. My questions for you, since we're talking about child stuff like that, do you like it? Do you like would you like if you have two choices, right, to pick one, add or put it in? Which one would you like? A question. Somebody told me to ask that question at the
You
end.
mean it's like oil or
Or put it
oil
in.
or like
Yeah.
okay. I'll say both. Why not? Keep
No,
it
you have to
spicy.
pick one.
Dude, I'll say both.
Dude, you cannot pick two. What's
Well,
wrong with you?
I'll pass in the head then.
So okay. So you know
Yeah.
some females said if they give you a knife and you didn't F, right?
Well, that's on them.
That's your preference.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna. I never said I picked the head. I said I'll pass on it. That
Oh,
means
you will
that-
pick.
I'll pass on it. That
You
means
will
I'll
put it
pick.
in. Okay. Oh, got you.
Man,
Got it, sir.
what about you, sir?
Interesting. Both of them are good, but
Hey, clothing is still going in. She said postpartum depression is a thing, and yeah, G.
it is a thing, though.
That's what I'm telling you. There's
It is-
consequences of every decision. There's gonna be consequences for her not deciding to have it, and there's gonna be consequences for you to force her or talk her out of to have it for you.
It
You
is
know?
a thing, but
so it's just it is what it is, man.
Dude.
That decision needs to be agreed to both parties. It can't be a one-sided thing.
I
bro.
agree. That's why you have to talk.
And that's what I'm saying. If you talk and the
for
other
help.
person's only make up her mind or his mind, so what are you gonna do?
6 for help, please.
All right,
The question, like she said, it goes both ways. It's not only
G,
for the
come
woman.
on, guys, give us a topic.
It's not only for the woman. He goes both ways.
I know that, G.
I looks like you don't know.
Okay, all right.
Looks like you don't know, Mr. Pat. So you said the question that they asked was that how do you ask a question to G and what she said?
How do you ask the question to G and don't let him answer?
I know, right?
What was the question? What was the question I asked you, G? Oh yeah.
Sure.
What about you? Yeah, no, I got tracked. I got distracted by the comments. That's the reason
Michelle
why.
is paying attention.
Michelle,
come
I
on.
got distracted. I'm sorry. By closing, I got distracted by closing. But go ahead, Dr. G. Which one you prefer?
Michelle is
Head
funny.
or the bottom?
I try to forget. It's a great question, man. But we
Yeah.
have another comment.
That's a good question, G.
We're not going to
A
the
great
comments.
question that deserves a great answer. Go ahead.
Let's go to the comments.
No,
after
you
that.
answer the question. You answer the question, Dr. G. Go ahead.
What was the question? Ask the question again.
Head or the bottom on a sexual preference?
You
Why it's
said-
taking
you
this
said-
guy that long to answer
It's a hard question.
a
man.
question?
Like Closey said, it's a big decision.
Yeah, you can pick both because I trying to pick both. He said I couldn't pick both, so go ahead.
How about one after each other?
My guy, you have one decision.
I will go. I will pass. As you said, I will go to the bottom.
Look at that. Someone finally agreed with me with something tonight.
I agree with
Somebody
you. I
finally
agree.
agreed with me with something
I
tonight.
agree with you on that.
But yeah.
Yeah. Michelle said Jesus.
Okay, so Wazy come with a topic for us. Who pays for the wedding, man or woman or share? Okay, now.
That's a good topic. Next
All
Sunday we will
right.
discuss
We
that.
will discuss that next Sunday.
Yeah.
And we'll probably mix it with some stuff. So yeah, go ahead.
We'll go on and see what was the question.
Wukumami. Wukumami, the question was
If you have to choose one.
if you have to choose one on a sexual,
Perspective.
preference, are you gonna take the head or the bottom?
Yes.
So,
And then P said the bottom.
well, yeah.
And I said both.
No, you did not. You had to agree with me on that part. You're like, yeah, you're gonna take the
Yeah,
bottom.
you have to choose one. So
Yeah.
I'll go to the bottom. So
I mean, we prefer both, but if I have to pick one, so I'm gonna go with the bottom. You know what I mean?
I agreed. Anyway, guys, that was a good show. Thanks for the comments. Close Lean, Mommy, Michelle, as always, Wazy, Mark, everybody anyone that commented. So thank you for the comments. I learned a lot from you guys. And I was your host for tonight, along with my co-host, Mr. Pat. As every Sunday, we're gonna be
Let's
here
go, baby.
with the biggest show for you. As Mr.
Before
Pat
we
is
go,
saying.
guys, we have Red Pill.
Yes, Red Pill in the house.
This is a new sponsor, and also like this is the new thing we've been taking right now. Keep our guns healthy.
Exactly.
Our pre-workout. They also come with protein shake. Right today for today's show, we're only showing you guys the pre-workout. You can go to their Instagram and check them out. The name is Red Pill.
Go follow them. Go follow the guys.
Go follow them.
IG
and
everywhere.
If we go to our IG, we also gonna post him. So you guys go ahead and check them out and get yourself some Red Pill, man.
Exactly.
Stay sweat.
Stay sweat.
Let's get it.
Stay strong, because especially if you want to go to the bottom.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You need that energy. So get this.
Get this, guys. All right. Well, it was a great show, and I'm hoping you guys learned something tonight, and we also learned something from you guys tonight. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys for tonight.
Enjoy the show, guys. Enjoy the show. I'm glad you guys did. But before we go, we don't want to miss any comment or leave any comment behind. So you want to go to the last two comments, Mr. Pat? Michelle said, Lamas, it took a while.
He took a while to think about it, and then Razy said, "I'll add to." Well, Michelle said, "I'll add to Razy. How important is the ring size for the men?" Already now. All right, we'll make sure we talk about these two
Next Sunday.
Anything else?
And
Dr.
if you
G?
would like to be a guest next Sunday, so let us know in advance, please, guys. By next year we will accepting guests, guys. So
Awesome.
let us know in advance. So thank you guys, and then as you guys know, that was High Podcast, a window to new perspective every Sunday 7 p.m. So my name is Mr. G, Dr. G, and Mr. Pat.
Yes, sir.
Your last word, Mr. Pat.
My last word, since we're talking about child support, just be a great person, be a great human being. If you can co-parent with your partner, if you guys decide not to be together for the sake of your own health, whatever, mentally, you can do so, because at the end of the day the kid's gonna leave. But if you decided to go through that path, so make sure you work on your communication skill with your partner, where you can be civilized for the kids. You don't have to be each other's enemy and then put the state upon your business and all that. So I am supportive of child support if the father or the mother is not really willingly don't want to be present, just to be spicy or just doing that out of spite. So I think the kids deserve the financial support. That's the only reason I'm pro it. So I'm against it if you guys able to work things out and then you guys still decided to do it, or either of you guys decided to just take money from each other's packet. I think that's evil. And that's where I stand. So that's what I got for you guys tonight.
All right, guys. My last word, as for me, so it's always good to have both parents.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good for you, for the kid, and for both partners. So there's always way out. So invite God in your relationship, so you guys gonna have a good relationship. So every Sunday, guys, I put Cassidays. Thank you for the producer, Nixon.
Mr. Nixon in the house. It's a
Producer
producer.
Nixon. Yes.
Without him,
We can't go live. We can't
be
do
giving
anything.
you guys a show. So
All right, guys.
shout out to him.
All right, guys. Next Sunday, take your red pill, okay? Next Sunday. Okay. Producer, how was it?